Hi, this is Sherelle Bay Underwood reporting live for SBTV News. You know our catchphrase, community news is your news. We are the voice for the voiceless. I'm standing here in front of Exploring Your Truth Counseling Services located at 10340 Southwestern Avenue in Chicago, Illinois at 103rd and Western Avenue to inform the community that their doors are still open for business. Exploring Your Truth Counseling Services has been serving the community's needs for 14 years. They specialize in divorce counseling, church and schools mediation, individual couples and family counseling, and SSDI Social Security disability claims. Lisa Hopkins, owner of Exploring Your Truth Counseling Services, is a licensed clinical professional counselor. Her rate per session is only $85 per hour. So, if you are dealing with mental health issues, call Exploring Your Truth Counseling Services at area code 773-609-0307. And remember, if you mention you heard their story here on SBTV News, you will receive $20 off your first session. Let's get the rest of the story from SBTV News' very own Vanita Whitehead. I'm Sherelle Bay Underwood, reporting live for SBTV News. Vanita?
Thanks, Sherelle. It's been well known that mental health has gone untreated for too long in our community. Exploring Your Truth Counseling Services is an affordable professional service. Lisa Hopkins is the professional that you're looking for. We're about to go inside to meet with the owner, Lisa Hopkins. Come on, come go with me.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Lisa. How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Action.
Hi, Lisa. I'm Vanita Whitehead, reporting live for SBTV News, where community news is your news. We are the voice for the voiceless, and we like to tell your story.
I'd love that. Come right on in.
Thank you for inviting us. Hi, I'm here with the owner of Exploring Your Truth Counseling Services, Lisa Hopkins. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. So, Lisa, what is your training? What school did you attend?
I attended Chicago State University, where I got my master's degree. I got my license to be a licensed counselor in 2004, and I've been counseling ever since.
Oh, awesome. You know, I graduated from Chicago State as well.
Yay.
Yeah, I have my degree in psychology, so we have a lot in common.
Absolutely.
So why did you choose this field of work, Lisa?
Because I know that there's so many people that are less fortunate, and mental health is a really big deal, and oftentimes people can't afford different types of services that they need. And so it was really important to me for me to be able to help other people despite what their income was, or despite their ability to pay. It was important for me to be able to help them with their mental health services and mental health needs.
You know, that's just lovely. I mean, we need more compassionate counselors like you that are ready and willing to give back to the community. That's awesome. How long have you been in business?
I've been in business with Exploring Your Truth Counseling Services since 2006. It was important for me to be able to be not only a licensed practitioner, but also to open my doors as a providing private practice type services. I've also worked in different other capacities. I've worked in schools as a director of school services. I worked in emergency psychiatric hospitals, and I have worked in other private agencies as well, providing counseling services.
Okay, that's awesome. Your experience is really diverse. Mm-hmm. You know, just you're equipped to help those from just all walks of life. That's amazing. Are there other locations?
Yes, this location is 10340 Southwestern, Unit 2G. The other location is 1016 West Jackson in Chicago.
Okay, awesome. And what are the benefits of counseling?
Wow, what aren't the benefits of counseling? Even counselors need counseling, right? So what we have to do is we have to get rid of this idea that mental health services or receiving mental health services is a bad thing, because we can all benefit from mental health services. It can be from dealing with stress to anxiety. Oftentimes people deal with depression because of relationship issues. You know, sometimes it's not a relationship breakup, but it's something to kind of help rebuild your relationship. People have issues with different significant mental health issues, such as bipolar or post-traumatic stress disorder. Some youth and adults struggle with anxiety and attention deficit disorder. So that's some of the various types of mental health issues that I deal with.
Right. Wow. So your services are just very will be very helpful because you've named so many of the disorders that seem like they're in our communities today. So would you say those are some of the psychological disorders that are plaguing our community?
Absolutely. I think depression is a really big thing right now because so often we hear about so many people committing suicide, right? And it's really unfortunate that it gets the attention that it needs because celebrities commit suicide. And I think that that's really unfortunate because so many of our Black and brown people are taking their own lives because of stress or because of poverty or feeling unable to take care of themselves or their family. And then there are people who struggle with gender issues and they feel unaccepted and they feel unloved. And that's another reason why some people commit suicide. Other people don't really feel fulfilled inside and they don't feel worth loving and they don't feel that they're able to love other people. So many things contribute to suicide, and depression is just where it begins. So it's really important for us to be able to identify different symptoms of depression and to be able to help people when we recognize that they may be dealing with depression.
Now, you mentioned depression and suicide. So we know that lately we've been having a lot of suicide issues within our youth. Do you provide services to the youth as well?
Absolutely. I primarily work with adolescents because they're at an age where they think really abstractly. So children think really concretely. So they're like black is black and white is white. Adolescents, they're able to see the different shades of gray. So I work really well with adolescents, trying to help them either work towards understanding what their goals are, creating a different plan for their life, understanding and accepting who they are, learning to love themselves and try to find out where they fit in, and understanding that they don't have to fit in to be okay with who they are, because that leads to them feeling depressed as well because they don't feel like they fit in somewhere, and being ostracized or feeling isolated again leads to depression and anxiety and things of that nature.
Okay, awesome. What is your approach to counseling?
I have a very eclectic approach. So that means that when you sit in my chair, my responsibility is to find out who you are and what's important to you. And when I do that, I'm able to help you find an approach to life or be a change agent with you. So my job isn't to say, hey, this is what it takes to fix your problem, because I don't think that I'm equipped to do that, right? What I do know is that I have the skills and I have a bag of tools that you can use, that you can to help you better answer different questions in life. So if you're the type of person who thinks that every problem is a nail, then you'll always use a hammer, right? But I'm here to let you know that there are other tools in your tool bag, like there's a wrench and there's a saw and there's a screwdriver. So my approach is to really focus on you as a person, to help you identify what your goals are, what your values are, what your beliefs are, what your strengths are, what your needs are, and to really get underneath the problem, because oftentimes what people say is the problem and what they present as the problem is not the problem. It's really something underneath it that's been triggered, and a lot of our traumas and a lot of our triggers come from trauma and things that have either happened in the community or happened when we were children. So with the permission of my client, get underneath there to try to work through that.
So you look at the foundation.
Absolutely, because that's who we are. We are made of a lot of different stepping stones, and all the things that happen to us create this person that sits in front of you today.
Right. Sounds like those are some components of developmental psychology as well. Absolutely. We learned about that at Chicago State. Last but definitely not least, what message would you like to convey to anyone who's suffering from mental health?
The most important thing to know is that if you had cancer, you would go to the hospital and you would get treatment. You would take the necessary medication, you would get chemotherapy, because it is something that requires treatment. Mental health is something that can improve the quality of your life just as cancer medication can. So what I want to let everyone know is that you shouldn't consider mental health issues as having this negative stigma that's attached to it. We all have issues and we all have challenges. We all have various situations, and it's our responsibility to live our best life. And sometimes we kind of need to bounce ideas off someone else to get another perspective.
Absolutely. I agree. Wow. So, I mean, you're just equipped for those that have issues with mental health. You come with a plethora of experience from many different all types of backgrounds. So you've been in the school system, in the community, and you have the private services. Definitely well equipped to serve our population and bring a solution to mental health.
Thank you. Yes, I like to think so. Yes.
Absolutely. You're welcome. So there you have it. Exploring Your Truth Counseling Services doors are still open for business. Hours of operation are as follows. Monday through Thursday from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. Tuesday is a free 1-hour group compassion fatigue service. Friday from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. and Saturday from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Remember, if you mention that you heard their story here on SBTV News, you will receive $20 off your first session. I'm Vanita Whitehead reporting live for SBTV News. Back to you guys in the studio.